Hey guys, Chelsea Stark-Jones here again with the Little Black Playbook, and I am joined by Dustin Kearns for Week 9.
Week 9?
Week 9 of fantasy football. Wow, we're already through 9 weeks of the season.
9 weeks.
That's crazy.
Just crazy. Time flies when you're having fun.
Sure does.
Yeah.
How was your fantasy week?
Not good. We took some L's. It was a whole weekend of loss. I mean, I took some L's in fantasy football.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions lost. But the biggest loss of all was my West Virginia Mountaineers on Saturday. That was heartbreaking. I really thought I saw it. I saw us winning the championship.
You were gloating a little too much.
I was ready. I was ready for the title. And didn't quite pan out that way.
Got ahead of yourself. You
got a little ahead of myself.
Can't do that.
A little cocky.
Week by week.
A little cocky.
Week by week.
How'd you do?
Not well.
Oh.
Yeah, I barely cracked 50 points this week.
Rough.
So,
rough weekend.
Lost my boss.
Rough weekend.
It's
yeah.
not a good weekend.
But I will say,
what?
We made up for it on Saturday on Halloween.
We did have fun.
Yes, we did. Look at it. She was Beyonce. Show the picture.
No.
Show the. Damn! Look at that. Oh wait, man. That's what I was grinding on Halloween. Becky with the good hair.
Oh my God! Well, I was with you. You're Miss Hot Stuff.
Oh yeah, I was killing it.
With the wig and the lipstick.
Oh, just killing it.
Turning me on.
Rawr.
Oh yeah.
No, it was a good time. My mom actually said you have really nice boobs. Anyway, let's move on. Fantasy football.
That's what they want to know.
Fantasy
That's all they really care about.
Football, waiver wire.
Yeah, let's do that. Who are you liking this week? Let's start with the quarterback position because there's not a lot going on there. Who do you like at the QB position for the waiver wire?
There's some guy that I've been talking up for a while now. I think his name's Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh,
little controversial figure there, but I still like him. He gets rushing yards, and so they're playing the Saints this week, so it should be high scoring. They're coming off a bye. I like Colin Kaepernick. I mean, if Marcus Mariota, Eli's out there in a lot of leagues, Josh McCown, they're decent options. I'm rolling the dice with Kaepernick this week.
And we do have a lot of buys this week, and that
Brady's
includes
out.
Brady. So I mean, I feel like that would be a good
Kaepernick.
pick up in that position. But with all those buys, we have Gronk out, we have Jordan Reed out, we have a few tight ends that aren't going to be playing this week. Who do you like at the tight end position to fill in?
Easy. This is a no-brainer.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Who is it?
What'd you say? What was that? We might have to do an instant replay of that line. Eric Ebron, all day. My Lion.
Good job.
He looked great this past week when he came back. I mean, my Lions used a first-round pick on this guy way back when. I mean, he's got the talent, and he's been hurt, so a lot of people dropped him, and he came right back in and balled. So
I think he's a good pickup.
I think he is a top 10 tight end rest of the way, possibly even top 5. I really like Ebron. Another guy, though, that I really like, and this is like my sneaky pickup, who you maybe don't start him this week, but you hang on to him.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's your boy.
Which boy? Hunter?
No, hell no. Which boy? Did you hear that? Which boy? Did you hear which boy? How many boys you got? Huh? Ladarius Green.
Okay.
Ladarius Green.
Ladarius.
He hasn't played a snap all season. The Steelers went out and got him. The dude's talented, and Big Ben makes tight ends look good. So they're saying he may play this week. I think he's a guy that you pick up and stash. Maybe you don't play him this week, but he could end up being really good. They have a favorable schedule down the stretch, and they're even saying your boy Big Ben's going to be back.
I know. I'm excited. I hope Benny comes back, and I think Benny, my baby.
Another one of her boys.
He is my boy. If he does come back, I think Sammy Coates is also worth a pickup out there. If Ben comes back, Sammy's playing. I think maybe if you have room on your roster, you pick Coates up, and if the health report is good later on in the week, I think he's good for a start.
Sammy Coates would probably be my #1 wide receiver pickup if he's out there. I think he's a beast. He hasn't done anything. A lot of people dropped him because Roethlisberger got hurt and his hand was lacerated. He should be good now. They're coming off the bye. I love Sammy Coates. Yeah.
Now with the wide receivers and going back to your Lions, someone that we were high on earlier this season was Marvin Jones, and we had a conversation about this Sunday. What do you think he's going to come back? Do you think he's going to be good? Like, what do you think the issue is up there?
Detroit. I think they're just mixing it around a lot. Like, I mean, it's Golden Tate starting to be more involved. Ebron's back now. Theo Riddick's catching a lot of passes. I think that's going to be an offense that's going to be hard to trust. And I was super high on Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I was too.
But I don't know that he's a top 10 wide receiver like I was thinking early on in the year after his 200-yard game. Yeah, Stafford's mixing it up. I still like Marvin, but yeah, he's more of a wide receiver 2, maybe even wide receiver 3 now.
In that offense.
Yeah.
Okay, now who else are you looking at the wide receiver position?
How's it?
What wide receiver position?
All right, moving on. So now, I like J.J. Nelson for the Cardinals. I don't really like him, but it's like they've got so many weapons there. But he had another great game, and they promoted him to starter. They're on a bye week this week, so he might be under the radar where you can snag him and stash him. But he's doing solid. I also still really like Kenny Britt. He got dropped because the Rams were on a bye in a lot of leagues. And Kenny Britt.
After that,
he had a bad. He had a bad
awful
week.
game.
Awful game. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Awful. Missed on that. But I think long term, he's getting the targets. I like Kenny Britt. Carolina Panthers pass defense has been garbage this season. So I like Britt to start this week. Corey Coleman might be back this week.
I do like Corey Coleman out there in Cleveland.
He had a great week too. I mean, that's all you're really going off of. But he was a first-round pick, so they obviously believe in him.
Yeah.
McCown's chucking it. I like Corey Coleman.
Now, breaking news from this morning was that Percy Harvin came out of retirement and signed with the Bills. Do you think he's someone that's worth a pickup?
Jan.
No.
It's in 2012, Percy. Come on, bud. What are you doing, man?
The Bills don't have many weapons on offense.
No, he's got to pay. Speaking of bills, he's probably got to pay some bills.
Oh, gosh.
So he's coming back into the league for the paycheck. They don't have any weapons.
They don't.
But I would take Robert Woods, who probably also got dropped, before I take a flyer on Percy Harvin.
Okay.
If you're going to take a flyer on a guy, I got a flyer for you.
Ooh. Who is it?
Josh Gordon's out of rehab. Josh Gordon's out of rehab. This is a rehabilitated man, Josh Gordon.
In rehab? Like,
well, it did the trick. It did the trick. Josh Gordon is officially out of rehab.
I don't think you trust those guys.
Hey, if you got a roster spot, I mean, Josh Gordon is a former #1 wide receiver. He was the best wide receiver in football.
When?
Okay, again, Percy Harvin, but I'm saying, we're talking about Percy Harvin. Josh Gordon, if I'm going to take a flyer on somebody, I'm going to take it on Josh Gordon. He may not be there till week 12, but if you got a winning record and you're thinking championship, that's the way I think, then Josh Gordon is a guy that I would rather take a flyer on.
For a guy that was trash talking Howard last week, I don't know if I could trust you on that one.
Yeah, I missed on Jordan Howard. I did not see that performance coming against the Minnesota Vikings run defense. He had a great game. I really thought Kadeem Carey was taking over that backfield, and I was wrong. So, yeah, I love Jordan Howard. If you can get him, I'd trade for him. I think he's awesome. But as far as waiver wire guys, who do you like? Who do you like at running back?
At running back, I like Derrick Henry out there in Tennessee. With DeMarco Murray's toe injury.
Toe injuries can linger.
Tricky guys. With his injury, and Henry had 97 yards for a touchdown last week.
He's a beast.
He had a good game.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good
If DeMarco Murray wasn't there, he'd be a top 10 running back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry would be my top pickup for running backs. Yeah, I love Derrick Henry. Another guy I like is Darren Sproles. I know he's like a little dude, but I mean, he just gets it done. And
fast little dude.
Fast little dude. But Ryan Matthews looks just trash. So, I mean, I really like Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
It looks like he's taking over that backfield. Those two were a toss-up kind of for me. I really like Sproles a lot also. And another guy I really like, who I did start over Jordan Howard, was Rob Kelly for the Redskins.
He had a good game.
He had a good game. He had a good game. Solid game. Not a Jordan Howard
game, but he had a good game.
But it was a solid game, and he didn't fumble the football.
No.
Matt Jones has got 3 fumbles in crucial moments. They're going on a bye right now. I think that Rob Kelly could take over this backfield. The coaches have been talking him up since the preseason when he had a great preseason. I think down the stretch, he could take over this backfield. So I really like Rob Kelly.
Now, speaking of fumbles, Mark Ingram got benched after his fumble against the Seahawks.
Yep.
What do you think about Tim Hightower taking over the backfield in New Orleans?
I like him.
Yeah.
I don't love him. I don't think Mark Ingram's going anywhere. It's still Mark Ingram. I think it was the coaches sending a message. I think that they split carries going forward. Now, if something was to happen, and I really believe that Hightower was taking over the backfield, I mean, this guy, he won me a championship last year. Like, he can produce.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that Mark Ingram is really going to go anywhere like that. I don't think
Okay.
this is a long-term thing. Just like with Kendrick West.
And Spencer Ware, Ware is in the concussion protocol this week, so there is a chance that he doesn't play Sunday. But there is a chance that he does. So you're not really sure if West is worth the
I'm not blowing my waiver wire budget on Kendrick West
Okay.
or using a high waiver priority. It's like, if he does get the start this week, he's going to get you 15, 20 points. He'll ball. But it's not a long-term solution. Spencer Ware's got a concussion. He'll be back.
Okay.
But Anton Smith, he's a guy that I actually like better this week than them because he's probably going to be the guy for the Buccaneers this week with Jaquiz Rogers going down. So, but
Jaquiz. That's a funny name. Sorry.
This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. This type of stuff. No, here's my sneaky pickup for running back stuff. This is the guy that I really, really like, who's under the radar right now that I think you snag. James Starks for the Packers. They don't have a running back. They have no run game now. They just released now Davis. Aaron Rodgers had to run for 60 yards this week. That's not sustainable. They have to establish the run at some point, especially as it gets colder up in Green Bay. They have to establish a run game. And James Starks will be that guy when he returns. It may be next week, could be a week after that, but if you're playing for a championship, James Starks is a guy that you should snag now, stash, and have him for the run.
Okay, well, that's a nice little tidbit.
James Starks, Josh Gordon, Darius Green. Those are my sneaky picks.
Josh Gordon.
Yes. I like
Okay,
him.
I would maybe.
I don't love it, but I'm just
back
saying. I'm just saying.
It's a funny.
You got a
little
spot to stash.
tidbit.
If your league has the IR spot where you can take a guy and just put him in there, Sammy Watkins.
Do Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, sure. Do Sammy Watkins then. I just like stashing these really great players for, you know, if they're coming back week 12, you got to roll the dice sometimes. That's what wins championships. So.
Faith in the troubled youth. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us for week 9 of fantasy football. Check into the LoveLockPlaybook.com and the LB Playbook on Twitter and Instagram for any upcoming breaking fantasy news. I had fun today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week.
So much fun.